Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft. Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook. Gautam Adani, founder of Adani Group. Richard Branson, founder of Virgin Group. Do you know what all of them have in common? You might say they're among the richest people in the world, and yes, they are. But there's something even deeper. They all escaped a trap that billions of people are proudly walking into every single day, the education trap. We live in a world flooded with information, yet starved of understanding. Parents keep putting their children into a system that doesn't understand their gifts, their creativity, or their potential, simply because it doesn't fit the conveyor belt. In the US alone, over 500,000 people don't send their kids to traditional schools, and ironically, most of them are teachers. Because they know how broken the system truly is, and on the other hand, there's you. Maybe you're still in college, completing assignments, maintaining 90% attendance, memorizing textbooks you don't care about, following every rule, believing that one day, after graduation, life will finally begin, a good job, a nice car, a house for your parents, your children in good schools, and finally, happiness. But reality, you worked for 15 years, degrees, certificates, qualifications. Yet, when it's time for a job, doors start closing. You attend interview after interview, but you're rejected again and again. People begin to look down on you. Family stops calling. You isolate yourself, locked in your room, praying for just one chance. Finally, a job comes, but the salary barely covers your bills. You take loans, buy a house, buy a car, and unknowingly, you tie yourself into chains. Now you can't leave your job, even if you hate it. Fear becomes your master, fear of losing that one source of income. Slowly, your dreams fade. You stop fighting. You accept it as normal, and one day you wake up. Old, tired, and full of regret. You think you were unlucky. But you weren't unlucky. You were programmed. You see, the education system you followed since childhood was never meant to set you free. It was designed to make you obedient. It was created to train factory workers, not thinkers. Let me take you back. In 1806, Prussia lost a war to Napoleon. Their army was strong, but too independent. Soldiers were thinking for themselves instead of following orders. So Prussian leaders decided to create a new kind of system, one that would produce obedient minds. They built what became the Prussian education system, compulsory schooling from age 5 to 13. Its goal was simple, to teach children to follow orders without question. That model worked so well, in fact, that it spread across the world. Then came the Industrial Revolution. Machines replaced farmers. Factory owners needed millions of disciplined workers, not inventors, not leaders, just people who'd show up, follow instructions, and repeat tasks. And so, education systems were redesigned, not to create entrepreneurs, but to fill factories. And when the British ruled India, they used the same model. In 1835, Lord Macaulay introduced the English Education Act. His goal, to create a class of Indians who are Indian by blood, but English in mind, obedient clerks, not original thinkers. The system worked perfectly, and it still does. Today, education has become less about learning and more about status. Parents proudly say, "My child studies in a big school," but they never ask, what exactly is the school teaching? Are they preparing children for life, or just for exams? From childhood, we're taught to obey, to stay silent, to chase grades instead of curiosity, and by the time we graduate, we're ready to work for someone else's dream. We spend our best 25 years studying, only to end up working in companies owned by people who never finished college. Why? Because the system was never meant to make you independent. It was meant to make you dependable. If everyone became self-reliant, who would work in the factories? Who would fill the offices? Who would follow orders? So, the system trains you not to question, not to create, not to dream beyond a paycheck, and when you finally realize this trap, it's often too late. You have responsibilities, loans, family pressure. You can't afford to take risks anymore. You're told, just find a job, and after spending lakhs on school and college, you settle for a 30,000 rupee job just to survive. But the statistics speak louder than dreams. 65% of India's youth are unemployed. 42% of graduates under 25 have no job. Even top IITs report unplaced students. So, what's gone wrong? The system that was created 200 years ago to produce obedient workers is still running unchanged, but the world has changed. The internet has replaced industries. AI is replacing jobs. The rules of success are no longer the same. So, should we stop studying? No, we should stop studying blindly. We need to question what we're learning and why. True education is not about marks, it's about skills. It's not about memorizing, it's about understanding. It's not about following the rules, it's about learning how to create your own. Today, you can learn any skill online. Design, marketing, coding, editing, finance, directly from people who've mastered them, not from those who only teach theory. If you're a parent, don't just chase grades. Give your child exposure. Let them explore. Let them make mistakes. Let them discover what truly excites them, because a child who's free to explore will build something extraordinary. We take drop years for NEET, but never to explore our passions. Ask yourself, do you want a stable life or a meaningful one? Do you want to live safe or live free? The education trap is real, but so is your power to escape it. You can keep following the old path, or you can start building your own. The choice is yours. Thank you for watching. If this message touched you, share it. Let's awaken one more mind today.